Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Broadway Jets YouTube channel. You'll know me from Twitter as NYJ Mike. I'm joined as always by the master of receipts, NYJ Matt. And Matt, the Jets lose a devastating game to the Buccaneers to fall to 0-3. They come back from 17 points down in the fourth quarter. They block a field goal. Will McDonald's with one of the best plays we've seen a Jet player ever make. But the defense can't get a stop at the end, and the Jets fall to the Buccaneers to fall to 0-3. So tough. Another just gut-wrenching loss, Matt. Gut-wrenching loss.
You said it well. And it's weird because if that was a game where they're up and they played great, it would hurt a lot more.
Yeah.
The Jets did not deserve to win that football game at all. And you'll hear a lot about that they fought, they didn't give up. You give the offensive credit for going down and scoring 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. Bucs were playing off a bit. But the McDonald plays happens, and you know there's a lot of time left, and you lose on a game-winning field goal. And there's no other way to say it. They're 0-3. There's a ton of problems on the team. The coaching obviously can be better. The coordinators could be better. But the Jets are not a good football team. They can become a good football team. They are not right now. And there are glaring holes on the roster. Glaring holes in the linebacker core, the second wide receiver. The offensive line had a really down day. And, man, they weren't good enough. They weren't good enough.
And it sucks, too. You mentioned the linebacker core. Then Quincy goes out, and he was playing a great game. Quinnen was great today, by the way, as well. But Quincy goes out. Then Sauce gets a concussion. And I think
he came back. Aaron Glenn said during his post-game press conference that Sauce came back in the game and then told Rich Cimini you should pay attention to the game.
Well, I didn't see that happen, so maybe we should also pay attention to the game. I don't know, man.
Can I complain about one thing, though?
Of course.
So,
over here.
First off, look at this. 2,102.
Nice.
If you got a minute, go ahead and subscribe.
Do you think we'll live to 2,102?
No.
Probably not.
No.
Hopefully not.
But if you have a minute, would love for you guys to subscribe. Tell a friend. Because I want to be honest, what you're always going to get with me and Mike is full honesty. No fake rants. No, the sky is falling. We'll be honest. When things are good, they're good. When they're bad, a lot of Twitter today, me and Mike are very positive. We were giving it to this team because the defense was gutless and we were honest.
Get a stop.
But there are so many Jet fans, I don't, maybe 10%, that physically and emotionally like losing. They think it's fun. They like to go to work and be like, oh, my team's terrible. They like to get the clicks and likes, and they talk about how awful the team is and fire Glenn. Aaron Glenn will be your head coach for a minimum 31 more games, a minimum. So you can stop complaining about it. You can call out when he makes a bad move, but you're not going to fire him. He's not a one-and-done coach. He's not going to be fired. The Jets would never do that to Aaron Glenn. So stop talking about firing Aaron Glenn. And these people on Twitter or content creators where it's like it needs to be a fake rant every time. The same old Jets, 15 years. We know that. Yep. It doesn't need to be a fake rant every single time. I'm never going to watch another game this year. You are. You're lying. You're going to watch every game because you want to, and you want to be angry and sad and tweet about it. We will be honest. When things are great, they're great. But, dude, I am so tired of every reply on every tweet saying fire Aaron Glenn and I'm never watching another game. You're going to watch. You are. And stop saying you aren't, because I'm so tired of it, because it is a growing sentiment, and it's the creators or the people on Twitter that are always like the most irrational take that people buy into and think it's cool, and it's not. So,
you know what the worst part about losing games in the NFL is that it makes the next game less fun. That's why we're upset. I was explaining to someone that I was with today. I was watching the game at my friend's apartment. There was a girl there who wasn't a big sports fan. She wasn't being a dick. She was like what, why do you care so much? I'm like, it would be more fun next week if the Jets win this week, so you have a good season. Like it's just frustrating when you lose games like this, and it's not the Glenn stuff.
And
I
you're
don't
in a
know.
spot like next week, like they go down and they score a touchdown, you're happy, and you get 40 replies saying you want to tank, you have to lose this game, you idiot.
Yeah.
Like what do you want? Garrett Wilson to take a knee on the 1 yard line the first quarter? Like what do you want them to do? And
Yeah.
I can put my brain on and say, okay, week 18, if they lose a game, they get a top tier quarterback. I get it. I'll never tell you to be a fan.
Now week 4, when you have like 17 guys on the roster that you view as starting caliber players that you want to be here for a long time.
And Mike, I'm not telling people how to be a fan. I'm not about that. What I am saying is be honest about it.
Yeah.
The people that like you want bad things to happen. You watch them break a tackle and you get happy for a minute. You're like, oh, I get to complain about like you like it. The Jets defense today was gutless, Mike. They pursuit angles was terrible. They could not tackle. They didn't get the big stop when they needed to. Yes, they forced pressure because there were 7 holding penalties and they only got 1 sack out of it. So you did force pressure, but 5 yards a clip. Mike Evans goes down, doesn't matter. Another guy open, and they played bad. And they, Steve Wilkes has to make an adjustment because we want to give each coach like a month, like break it down to 4 chunks of 4 and throw the 17th game somewhere. The first 4, the Jets defense is why they're not 2-1 right now.
Yeah. And they let up 29 points in this game, but obviously there was a pick 6, so 22. By the way, Jonathan Vilma at the end of the half was like, the Jets didn't need the ball. And Kenny Albert was like, they're at like the 45-yard line. What are you talking about?
You have to go for it.
Of course. Like, it's not even a question. The Sauce pass interference was one of the worst calls of all time. Obviously, the Bucs had like 58 penalties against them. I thought the refs were actually pretty good. I thought there were a lot of actual flags.
And they could have got Olu a couple more times.
Olu could have probably been flagged for holding more, and I'm shocked they didn't throw him because they threw every other flag. The pass interference on 3rd and 29, Matt, when you just throw a go route and Sauce doesn't do anything, and then you just give the Buccaneers a first down and 3 points, and then you lose by 2. It sucks. Like, that sucks.
I did have a spin zone there where, again, butterfly effect. When he made the kick from like 53, it was fine from 57. But on that Sauce DPI, I think they were at the 41 when that play happened. So I spun zone it in my head where I'm like, all right, it was 3 points anyway.
Yeah.
But you can't think about that. But
it's just not right, man. But I'm glad Garrett had 10 catches. Yeah.
Like, I think there's a real Breece Hall problem. Like, I don't know why, man. He was really good week 1, but you put Braylon Allen in, and it's like 7-8 yards out of nowhere, and you don't have that.
Breece loves to get like 1 yard or 0 yards. Then he'll have a 22-yard run, and then he'll have 4 more 0-yard runs. And you can't really have it with this offense.
They dropped a catchable ball too. Garrett had a drop. Tyler Johnson had a brutal drop.
What a brutal drop that was, Tyler Johnson.
But
by the way, Lazard, I don't know if Lazard was really a touchdown, and I agree with you. I think the Buka play was also a catch. The Jets got lucky twice on those 2 plays also. I don't know, man. And by the way,
I don't know how you feel. The loss doesn't feel it's crushing because you were there. Like, you had that in your grasp after not playing well. But I can't point to anything in this game, offense or defense, where I feel like they made great strides forward at all.
No, and the scariest part is I thought if you ever need to stop, it does not feel like they're going to get it. It doesn't feel like they're going to get it. It doesn't feel like they're going to be close to getting it. Again, I was talking about it with whoever I was watching the game with, and it's like Cousin Zach. Shout out to Cousin Zach. And it's like, it's not like they had like the most hard fought like 6 yards, and then on 3rd and 4 they threw like a crazy slant. He made a great catch. No, it's like Baker just immediately runs for 33 yards and they're in field goal position, and then the game's over.
And he missed a guy wide open earlier than that.
Yeah.
It was.
Oh my God! It was a touchdown. He missed a wide open touchdown right after the fucking field goal. You're right.
It was Raiders 2020, where Raiders 2020 lost like wide open touchdown in the game, and then you still find a way to blow it. Michael Clemens getting dog walked by a backup tight end on that play.
Yep.
They are far away, and people are going to think Miami, they stink. That Miami offense has a chance to put up another 29+ point performance against the Jets, and
You know,
I will say, like, any positives that come out of today, Austin McNamara did his job punting. I thought AC Thomas came in the game and played well. And I know the pick six was brutal, and I know Garrett could have jumped and gotten that
yeah, but the
ball
ball
and
got
been more.
tipped.
But Tyrod Taylor like played his ass off. He
Yeah,
really did.
he's a
And
professional, and he does whatever. He just always the same, which is good. He's a professional. He's poised. He's stoic. I do disagree though, Matt. I think the moral victory stuff is annoying. Whatever, but if you would have lost that game, I said it when the Jets scored the Lazard touchdown, and you figure they would probably lose like 29-20, just how the game was going. Whatever, like it's better to lose that way than lose fucking 34-13. It is. I think it
no,
is. I truly think it is. And I don't think
you're
you're not
right.
saying that. But it does they did fight and it does matter, I think, for next week. You can't because you went out week 1, you played a good game, you should have won. You go week 2, you get fucking destroyed. You come out week 3 and you play it not a great game, but you had a chance to win. So you could really like I think it matters.
It's not that it doesn't matter. And I completely agree with you. Losing 29-27 and scoring 2 touchdowns and having a big block kick is better than losing 30-10. I
Yeah.
completely agree. But I look at that as the moral victory is that the offense can go back in the tape and be like, okay, we can move the ball. We've done it now. Even though they played off coverage, we can do it. But that is a microscopic win in that area.
Yeah.
Where the no moral victory thing, I get more mad at it because if you played a decent first half against a team that was committing a million penalties, a backup offensive lineman, Baker was roughed up a couple times, Evans goes out in the third quarter, like you had the opportunity and you played so bad for 3 quarters that your fourth quarter, I'm happy you played better,
Yeah.
but I don't feel devastated after that loss because I never thought they deserved to win the game.
Yeah, and I felt better after week 1 where the offense like really looked like wow, maybe you have something here. I hope they to your point, I hope they don't play this game again. Where it just wasn't good enough for most of the game. And by the way, as the Bucks made the game-winning field goal, Francisco Alvarez for the Mets hits what would be a game-tying home run in the 9th inning of a must-win pennant chase baseball game, robbed home run at the same exact second. I've never seen anything like it because the Bucks kick, the field goes straight. I'm going to kill myself. I look down, Alvarez hits a tank. Craziest robbed home run of all time. Just complete. Oh, like what the fuck, man? And at least we got a moment in this game where you had the McDonald block. That was a lot of fun. You got to jump up and down because we have not had a lot of jump up and down moments in the last couple of years. So, but that was very disturbing to watch at the same exact time. And now the Mets are tied with the Reds, and the Reds have the tiebreaker. So the Mets are out of the playoffs this season right now. And I know it's not a Mets podcast, but that was a very terrible simultaneous fucking garbage at the same time. And by the way, and last year we had, I think, probably the worst moment of Mets Jets that I've ever had. I don't, for all the Met fans listening, it was Mets were down 3-2 in the NLCS, and the Jets played the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. And the Jets went up like 15-9. Then they lost. The Mets got eliminated from the playoffs and basically ended the Jets season. So some horrific, piggyback bullshit, but man.
Yeah. Not good. I felt bad for you when that happened.
Tough, dude. I don't know.
Miami is a very, very tough matchup because as much as Tua will get drilled and he's the worst and everybody hates him, he's one of the most accurate quarterbacks, most accurate of this millennium. And you have 2 fast guys on the outside and a fast running back and a coach that is all offensive. They could easily
Quincy can play, Matt.
Yeah.
And Sauce. If Quincy and Sauce are out, it's like then you have a bottom 3 cornerback room in football and the literal got to be like bottom 0 linebacker room. Like,
dude, I think it was Tyler Barron. I think he's 94. Yeah. I was like watching him chase down a guy. I'm like, it just felt like we were playing people today that are a year or 2 away from being on the field as a backup, and they were in the game. And
the linebackers are so scary, man. Moaga and McCary Ball, like And you know what? To their credit, like the Bucks ran the ball a lot today. They had 34 carries. They had 122 yards. It's not a disaster. Bucky Irving was 25 for 66, but I don't know. It just didn't feel right. And I thought Braden McGregor played pretty well.
Then
I
he
thought
got
he had,
hurt.
did he get hurt?
He did, and then they
Watch
had
the
to put
game,
in.
Rich.
Then they put in whoever. Like it was like Jermaine out.
Tyler Barrett.
You have a Michael Clemens face mask.
I'm just sick to my stomach, dude.
It's tough, but all I would say is if you made it this far, one, if you could subscribe, we'd love you for it. We'll follow you back. But two,
I love you. I do. Two?
don't. What happened?
I don't know. Just keep going. Two. What's two?
Nobody will tell you how to be a fan, but I do ask that the fire Glenn or the we need to lose every game now. Just enjoy the ride. And if we get to November and they're 1-8, you can want to lose every game. I don't care, but you can't have it both ways. If you want to tank and lose every game, and you want to fire Glenn, and if you think Glenn's the worst coach ever, like it just doesn't add up. It's not mutually exclusive. Like you want your team to play well, and as crazy as it sounds, you can theoretically steal 2 wins coming up here, and then you have a chance to get to 500.
Matt, the schedule is so weak too. That's why it's so sad that they're 0-3. The Burless Bengals, the Dolphins twice, the Patriots twice, the Browns, the Jags, the Saints, the Falcons, who lost 30-0 today to the Panthers. Like
you're gonna win football games, Mike. You're gonna win.
The season is not over. It's not over. That's why it just makes this game that much more sad. And again, not telling people how to be a fan. I agree with you, Matt. But we should not overthink it. Like you just want your team to win games. Like it's not crazy.
And I thought they would win 7. That was my official prediction, and they very well could win 7. I don't think that the coaching staff built right now, and the target would be on Steve Wilkes. That piece is very scary. That it's now 3 straight weeks of the problems happening. So if you're going to reset something after the year, and if that continues, you want to point there. Angstrom gets worked in week 2, but some good stuff in week 1. They tried to establish the run a little bit more today. They got Tyrod Taylor going in the 4th. Give it time. Find out the weak links. You'll find out more over the course of the year. Okay, hey, in the draft, maybe you have to take quarterback. Second round, you need to take a linebacker. Like you'll start finding out what you need. And look, they'll have some cap. They'll have some money. But that's a long way away. And if you want to wait until April or March, all right, do it, man. But you have to wait half a year before you can start enjoying football talk again. And me and you aren't like that. And if they're 1-8, we'll probably have a different tone, but we'll take it week by week.
And exactly. There's other seasons where you start off poor and you finish well. 2002, you're 1-4. 2009, you're 4-6. Like it doesn't just have to be, oh my God, we suck. It's over. These losses really hurt and they're so frustrating and it's not fun. And at least this week was a little bit more fun than last week where you had to come back and you had the big play. And then I have to watch the Mets lose at the same time. It's not fun. I'm not having a good time. I'm not sitting here being like, you're an idiot if you're upset. You're supposed to be upset. That's the whole point. But hopefully they figure it out and you got to believe in some of the guys and you just don't want to go through another 4-13, 5-12 season. It's just too many years of these guys who are supposed to be good players just taking it. Quincy, Quinn, and Sauce, Garrett, the whole O-line.
I wish they could tackle.
I wish they could tackle too. There were a lot of missed tackles, some bad angles.
Yeah, I'm gonna go for a run. I'm gonna go for a run.
Oh,
clear my head. All right.
Yeah. What are we gonna do?
Have a good night, buddy.
Get back to it next week.
Yep.
Go Jets.